Now, if you clicked on this video, there's a good chance that you're here looking for answers, and I'm I'm still trying to find out myself just how to verbalize this feeling because I've been in love before, and so have plenty of other people in my life, but when it comes to time to verbalize or describe just exactly how that feels, it tends to be one of the hardest tasks there is. Hell, I even have a friend who got married recently, and shout out to you, by the way. But even he said it was a hard thing to just put into words. But I did some digging within myself as well as asking a few other people in my life exactly what that felt like. And I think I'm able to describe it to y'all. So if you're wondering if you're in love right now, or if you've ever been in love, or if you just want to know what exactly that feels like, uh, I think I got it. Being in love is like getting a hug from Mother Nature herself. I like to think of being in love like how LeBron was in 2016 when he won that championship in Cleveland, and he was like all smiling and screaming and stuff, but he was also crying because it was just such a big loving moment. I think love is like when you go to the grocery store and you're in like the vegetable and produce aisle, and like that mist, that like water is like being sprayed all over those vegetables and stuff. Like I feel like those vegetables, like that feeling that the vegetables are getting, I feel like that's like being in love. I feel like being in love is a refreshing feeling, like a nice bottle of water that isn't Dasani after running a marathon. Being in love is like missing somebody that's sitting right next to you. Being in love is like that surge of confidence that you get when you just leave the barbershop and you get like the cleanest lineup that you ever had in your life. I don't really know what that feels like, but I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure they go together. Being in love feels like a comeback win in Uno, and you had like 20 cards in your hand and people was really counting you out, but then like you were slowly getting your way back in, and then like people were getting tired because the game was going on so long, and then like you had Uno but you didn't say Uno, but like people like didn't notice it, so you still got away with it, and then you finally got that Uno out and everybody was like, oh, what happened? And then you feel good about yourself, and that's like being in love or something. Being in love is like your old TV remote when it's almost out of batteries, so you're twisting and turning and trying all different angles to make sure your connection still stays as strong as it was before. Or I mean, you could just replace the batteries, but like that's not as poetic. So just forget that, I guess. Being in love is like when years ago you got your first win in Fortnite and you were super excited about it, so you posted it, even though you knew most people didn't care about it. It was something that you were so proud that you obtained that you still wanted to share it to the world. Being in love is like being stuck in an infinite void where you're literally feeling everything at once, but you're still not overwhelmed by it. Being in love is like going bungee jumping, but like the the bungee cord isn't a bungee cord. It's like Jesus Christ himself came down and started stretching his arms to like make sure that you were as safe and secure as possible. Being in love is like Kanye listening to his own music. I have a Kanye video dropping next month. Being in love is like a never ending high. Not like not like Snoop Dogg, Cheech and Chong, Wiz Khalifa type high, but I mean like the perfect acid trip, I guess. Being in love is more than an emotion. It's almost like a moment that you just happen to live in forever. Being in love is like coming home after a long day of work, going into your room and taking off your uniform, cutting on your favorite song, and you just start to dance away. You don't care if you miss steps. You don't care if you sing notes off key because this is the freest and most euphoric you've felt all day. And I guess you could say being in love is exciting, like being filled with butterflies, like how I am now, because I know that she's watching. Wow. And on that note, I guess I'll end the video. I hope it helped. Bye.